Hey, Izzy?
You're right. Yeah, my internet seemed to have dropped out, so I'm trying to get the stream back up again.
Right, I was just checking that because.
Right, there we go. Back up again. Right, so
Refresh.
yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. I'm gonna have to
There we
reshare.
go.
Right, YouTube. Um, yeah, so yeah, I don't know. I don't know what happened. It just as I came back from my break, it yeah, kind of cut off. So I'm gonna quickly reshare that. Uh, My brain is really gone to mush.
Hmm. Not surprising.
Uh, uh, so yeah, put another link up on there. Gonna need to put that one on the page as well. Um, Create post. Right, so let's post in that. Okay, where was I? Right, well, yeah, I don't know when betrayal was. It's just when anyone who is playing is ready for it. Uh, Need to edit the information from that one. Yeah, so for anyone who's watching, I apologise for that. The my internet bugged out on me, and I lost the stream. So started back up again. I was like, no, I'm not starting another 24 hours. But yeah, this will be the this is the last 3.5 hours stretch of uh, of the stream. Um, and I'm quite sleep deprived. Uh, Looks like I have 3 people watching. So yeah, if there's anyone new, there's links below. One for the Discord chats if you want to join in and play a game in Tabletop Simulator. There's also a link for Tabletop Simulator in the description, and most importantly, the GoFundMe page where you can make a donation to Dementia UK. And managed to raise £100 so far, so I'm hoping that in the last 3.5 hours may be able to raise a little bit more. Just checking various inbox and stuff, because it's like very sudden that the internet dropped out. Couple of notifications there. Check the chat there. Okay, so yeah, again, it looks like someone else has joined watching as well. Again, if you want to play a board game with me, there's links below for Tabletop Simulator if you don't have it. Link for the Discord chat so you can join me in something there. And link for the GoFundMe page where you can make a donation to Dementia UK. And yeah, since I actually have people watching again, I'm going to quickly play a video for to show what this is about. My brain is really slowed down. So hopefully that opens up in the correct place. And pause that before it goes on and make sure that we've got the correct audio track this time. So I did actually pick these videos out of YouTube before I went ahead.
I love my job. It's what gets me up in the morning, what motivates me. I get to really make a difference with people. I'm an Admiral nurse, which is a specialist dementia nurse. And
2 seconds, let's bring that back to the beginning there a minute, because I just realised that it's not displaying on the screen properly. Again, apologise for that. Again, I really wish that OBS would just resize that automatically. So,
I love my job. It's what gets me up in the morning, what motivates me. I get to really make a difference with people. I'm an Admiral nurse, which is a specialist dementia nurse, and I support families who care for people with dementia. I support around 40 carers. There's a lot of people out there that are lost and really struggling with caring for somebody with dementia, and part of my job, the bit that I really enjoy is being able to get out there and give that person some hope that things can be different and things can be better.
Hello, good morning, and how are you?
I've been working with Yvonne and Glenn for a few months now.
Glenn, it's Matthew.
Glenn has a diagnosis of Alzheimer's disease, and it's just been really trying to help them come at some of the challenges that they face from a different angle, and having somebody that Yvonne can speak to who really understands what she's going through.
Glenn having dementia, it isolates us from other people. Some of our friends no longer come around to see us because I don't think they're able to cope with the changes in Glenn's life.
Glenn's a fascinating guy. He moved to England from Jamaica when he was quite young, and he was in the RAF. He got an MBE for opening community centres.
Oh wow! Oh, the Queen was chuffed that day. Oh, I remember that.
People are often not on certain ground with recent memories, and when you talk about that person, about all the things that they've done in life, you can really see that person light up.
Going through the photographs, just seeing them has brought that enthusiasm back into his life.
Oh yes, can't remember his name though.
And he'll talk about that for days after Matthew's gone.
Begins with a B.
You know, so it has made a lot of difference.
It's not coming up.
Barry.
Very.
Being a carer isn't an easy task. You know, it's difficult. Knowing that there is somebody that I can rely on, and that person isn't going to say I'll do and don't. You know, if he doesn't know, he'll find out and let me know, and then there's a trust. Okay, you have a good day. There's something special about him.
In the Wakefield area, there's about 3,000 people who've been diagnosed with dementia, and I'm the only Admiral nurse there. My role's been made possible through charitable donations to Dementia UK. I've been supporting Sue and Jeff since last summer, and at first things were quite mild, but around the Christmas period Jeff had a stroke, and things have been much more difficult ever since.
Hiya, Sue. Hello, hello.
Look who's here, Jeff. When Jeff came home from hospital, he was really down, obviously, and depressed and unhappy, really.
Nothing is ever simple with dementia. Often people are out there doing the best, but there's just some things that they can't get past, and you know, part of my job is to help them try new tricks, new techniques, and come at something from a different angle.
I really needed a purpose for Jeff.
We talked about perhaps getting a pup and how that might impact Jeff and how it might help him get out of the house and pick his mood up, and that's where Bailey came in.
And it's worked. No biting.
Part of my role is to support people to get the help they need. Often that can be from just showing somebody who to ring or who to get in contact with.
Then there's been issues with medication, like tablets that didn't suit. I didn't have to even think twice about it because Matthew rang the GP, he rang the memory clinic, sorted prescriptions out, and things just happened. So it takes all the worry and stress out of things. Matthew's like my rock, really. He's just there. I look forward to his visits.
Being an Admiral nurse, get to be a big part in some people's lives, and people say really, really lovely things to you. Yeah, it makes me very proud of my job, and it makes me really happy and excited to be doing the work that I'm doing.
Hey, you alright?
So yeah, that's what this stream is about. If you are able to make a donation, there's a link below for the GoFundMe where you can make a donation to Dementia UK. And if you want to join in with some board games, there's a link to Tabletop Simulator, and where you can get Tabletop Simulator currently on a 50% discount on Steam. It's about £7, well worth the money, especially with all the things you can get on it. And there's also a link to my Discord, so you can join in the Discord chat and be part of one of the board games, and hopefully help raise some more money. So far I've managed to raise £100 for Dementia UK. It's going to a very good cause that will be helping people. I'm actually going to quit out of this, go back into Tabletop Simulator. So yeah, I was going to play a little bit more of Space Hulk Tactics while there wasn't really many people watching. But again, if you want to join in, follow the Discord link if you've got Tabletop Simulator, or if you haven't got Tabletop Simulator, you can download it from one of the links below. I've got quite a few, quite a bit of a choice of games on there. I'm hoping as well to have a group of people together later on to be able to play Betrayal at the House on the Hill. I just want to check with my thing and make sure that's actually displaying. No, it's not. Let's try and make that, but it's not fitting on the screen correctly. I think that's fitting properly now. Yeah, for £7 you get access to a huge library of games. If I quickly bring the Steam up, show you. So there's thousands and thousands of things you can download from the workshop for Tabletop Simulator, card games, board games. I mean, one of the things I found was even a piano that someone had made for it. So, don't know who's in the, if there's anyone in the Discord yet. Let's have a look. Just answering a thing in the Discord at the minute. So I need to set up a new server again, I think. So yeah, I best put the thing up to cover the my my brain is slowing down quite a bit. Is that the right one? Yeah, so that will cover that for a second. I'll remove that again in a mo. So multiplayer, with the password public. Early on we had a little bit of an invasion while I was playing a game of chess with a friend through this. There was a little bit of a dropout on the server, and then when it went back in, for some reason it removed the password. So yeah, it should be there. Yeah, it removed it. So Make sure I'm pressing the right buttons this time. Create that server. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. So yeah, create server. There, and then go back to my Discord. Did I remove the thing there? No, I didn't. Or did I? No, I think it is still. There we go. Yeah. No, you haven't got that on the screen. So yeah, as I was saying, the things I've picked up on workshops so far. I mean, just tonight I've picked up quite a few things on here. Pandemic, Tapeworm, which isn't out yet. I was quite surprised to find Frostpunk there, like officially, the Frostpunk game. Because usually anything official tends to be in the marketplace rather than the workshop. But yeah, pretty much everything found in the workshop has been created by someone to, at home. Some of them have got scripts to them, so that it will set the board up for you or keep a score. It's just what you can do with Tabletop Simulator is amazing. Even Lego on there. One of the fun things you can do with it as well, if I just load this up. One of the things you can do as well, you can flip the table, so you can be a sore loser in it, and then reset everything back how it was. But it's got like single player stuff like Solitaire, Marble Solitaire. I think there was a few other card games there. You got Cards Against Humanity with all the expansions. Makido, otherwise known as Pickup Sticks. Mantis Falls is another game which from Kickstarter isn't out yet. They haven't even started shipping the actual game yet. Although they have released the PDF version to those who funded it. So I've got the PDF version of it myself. I was going to make my own Mantis Falls thing for Tabletop Simulator myself until I saw someone else had beat me to it. Few of these I was having a little look at the Mario Kart Party earlier. But the way the instructions were written out for it, I couldn't get my head around it. But it turns out that it's based off of a part of one of the Mario Party games. So I'm going to have a look how it's supposed to be played when I've had some sleep. Excuse me. Okay, just want to go back into there and see if there's anything there. I'm curious, does YouTube count my what's he called, studio thing as people viewing? Like, do I actually have 2 viewers? I did actually manage to hit 5 viewers at one point. But yeah, so while waiting, I'll have another look at a couple of the one-player things on here. and playing any type of board game or card game with yourself is yeah, a bit dull. So yeah, it always needs others, and I think that's the point of the Dementia UK's fundraising campaign for Raise Your Game for Dementia UK is about, you know, bringing people together. I mean, in all honesty, if it wasn't for COVID, I would have probably have done something where I'd actually went to a care home or something and actually played games with people with dementia, and it wouldn't have been a live stream or something. It would have just been, you know, going around and doing that. And it's the sort of thing I would just do anyway. And I couldn't imagine what it would be like. But yeah, there's like I said, if you enjoy playing board games and you've got a PC, it doesn't take much processing power to run it. It's yeah, well worth the £7. Yeah, there's, you know, it's yeah, any game you can think of, it's there. Seeing if anything on Discord yet. As it just dies, so I can't. Oh, damn it. So I'm just waiting for a few other people to come online, so that we might be able to play Betrayal at the House on the Hill. Where has it gone? Because it's probably my favourite board game. Again, I just need to know how to get into that box, because I'm not sure whether it has actually got scripts or oh, no, I didn't want to do that. See, blindfold messages. Okay. Is there anything in the notebook? Haunt chart is a little bit blah blah blah. Caps finally reversible. 2 hidden areas for the haunt. Set both of them to the same colour as the traitor seat. One of them is marked visible only to that colour, the other is invisible only to that colour. Disconnected from lobby. Oh, hang on, what's... Please don't tell me my internet's dropped out again. Okay, no, it captured that, so I don't know why it's being temperamental. I really hope it doesn't carry on doing this. Right, what player? Oh, back in again. So yeah, that's nothing to do with. I'm pretty sure that's my internet there. That was doing that. So just as I was trying to get that figured out, I forgot what I was doing now. Bring that back up. So yeah, it appears that's still going good. Yeah, I was worried that my stream had stopped again. So yeah, this was the only bit that I didn't know how to use. So if I set purple, and I want my colour to be purple. So can I, yeah, access that? No. So objects, components. No, that's all just adding bits by the look of it. Saved objects. No. So yeah, I want to get this bit worked out before I play anything there. So the instructions said to set the box to the colour of the whoever is the haunt thing. But I'm not sure it actually tells you how. So I don't need the rules, I just need that. Right. Players' hands are set to be visible by everyone. Yeah, because that's how the game's played. Okay. So you got various. I wasn't aware of this with it. With the notepad, you can set it up so that certain parts of the notepad are only visible to certain people. Is it modding? No. No. No, that would only work for. I'm curious how they've actually done that as well, but I'm pretty sure that if I just change my colour to grey, then obviously I can see it, so I know they're there. But that's like Games Master, they get to see everything that's hidden. So I need to figure out how I get that to be visible to say red. Options. Is there a help menu? Because this will all be so that's just all how to just interact with Tabletop Simulator itself. So so I know that for what would be known as the Games Master, they can access that, but I can't see how how I change the colour of the box to, because I need to know this for when when we come to play this. So that's all. Yeah, that's all just nothing to do with. It's just normal stuff. Maybe some tables. No, that's just all assets to add to it. What's that? Did it? No, no. Point decal gizmo. Oh, there's another submenu came up then. What's that about? Oh, that was submenu from that. I have no idea how to select the. Maybe I can do it from here. Okay, no, that's just for the object alone. Unless there's something else that does it. See if there's any notes on the actual on the, I can't think of the word now, workshop. Can't spell. Betray. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, that's the one that I've got there. Just want to see. Pretty sure that's the one I've got. You can drag it out of the tone zone. Okay, there's actually a YouTube video explaining how this works. So that's someone. So, I may as well bring that over to the other side so you can see it with some volume.
Team. Over here, you've got this gray box. This is where the trader's tomes are supposed to be, and you'll notice, some of you have noticed, you cannot drag them out of the zone anymore. That's intentional, so what you need to do, if you're not wanting to switch to the trader role, you just want to get the tomes out, you come up here under Grab, Vector Paint, and then Zone, or F3 if you want the hotkey. Click the Hidden button, so F3 for hotkeys, and unhide that zone. boom, there's your tomes. You're done. That's it. Hope you liked the video.
Okay, that's nice and simple. So yeah, so that's one way of doing it. Zone hidden. Right, hang on. I want to undo it because there we go. Right. So zone left click. Ah, we go. Right. So if I go to red, that's now only visible to red, and that's invisible to everyone but red. There we go. Nice and simple. Okay. To be honest, I feel. I mean, the people who've done this this mod, this thing from the workshop, I think they've done amazingly. But for anyone new to Tabletop Simulator, little thing telling you to click on that and then left click to set the set the color on it. Would have been a bit of help, but that's made things a lot easier. Now I know what I'm doing. So yeah, looking forward to playing this one later. I mean, as a board game anyway, go out and buy it. It's probably one of the best board games I've come across. Okay, I'm thinking I might have to actually just put them out. I may have to leave a link for this in. Yeah, so I'm going to go to. Need to go to my YouTube dashboard and leave a link for this stream in the stream that that bugged out earlier. So. There's the one where we are now, so I'm going to edit the information on that just so people know. Oh, I can't believe I spelled that correctly. So yeah, put a link to this stream in the previous 20 hours stream, just so that anyone going to the original stream can still find this one. Apparently my chat is disconnected again. Oh no, it's successfully reconnected. Yeah, it keeps on dropping out and coming back in again. Again, really hoping that some people can join in with this game here, because it's something I really want to play before I have to go, or before the stream ends. And in all honesty, if people join in and this game is being played at the end of the 24 hours, I will keep going until this game finishes, because I've been wanting to play this game for months, to be honest. I do have the hard version of this, both Betrayal at the House on the Hill and the Widow's Walk expansion to it. And yeah, I've been wanting an opportunity to play it for ages, because it is probably my favorite, like I said, my favorite board game. But now I know how that whole thing with boxes work. When we come to play it later, it makes things a lot easier. It means you don't have to tell people to look away from the screen and things like that. That also means that I can also play this as a hot seat as well. Although, again, like anytime it's the traitor's turn, everyone else would have to look away. Just curious what the bags are. Oh, brilliant! So they're all labelled as well. So yeah, the people who have done this, they have put a lot of work into creating this mod. And to be honest, I do kind of like this edition here. Oops, which I probably just rolled off the table. This here is a feature that doesn't exist with the real game, which is a dice.
Testing.
Oh, hello. Yeah, can hear you loud and clear. Well, could for a second, and I don't know if you're still trying to talk.
Yeah, I sort of stopped talking.
But yeah, I can hear you loud and clear. No, I was just rambling on about Betrayal at the House on the Hill and the work that the people who've created this mod have done. There's one thing that in this mod that I kind of like, which isn't part of the original game, which is this dice here. So you can randomly select the character you're playing. That's something I think would do well in the actual game. I don't know if that's the monitor I'm looking at, or whether that is actually just. Oh no, yeah, it's just the way the monitor I'm looking at the stream is. But yeah, I finally got this. Finally got the grey box figured out. I finally got the grey box figured out with the. Well, I didn't get it figured out. I actually watched a YouTube video on how to do it. But it's basically it's set to grey, like Games Master. And it's basically set so that Games Master can see all of it, but it's basically set so the idea is I come over here, select hidden, this hidden box, and then I select the colour that it's visible to, say for example, say myself at the minute that's red, so that's set that to red, set that to red. So that it's like, if I'm the traitor, then, only the traitor can see the traitor's tome, and the traitor can't see the other books.
Right. That makes sense.
Yeah, so then, if I set it to yellow, again, it's basically then this one here, it's like everyone who's not yellow can see the secrets of survival, and only yellow can see the traitor's tomes. So.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So, yeah. I mean, they've put a lot of thought into how this works.
They have assigned seating by which character you want to be. I see. That makes sort of sense.
I quite like this here as well, which, as I was saying, isn't in the actual, isn't in the box set, which is a random character die.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, it's got like it's got the both sides of the pentagon.
Of each one on,
yeah, and they're really high quality scans and everything of it as well.
I'm just going to look at the top card and then I'll shuffle the pile again.
Yeah.
Oh, they really are pretty good, aren't they? So if I just put that back on there. No, I want you to flip. And then I want to shuffle that pile.
And there was one game that I found on the workshop. I was actually quite surprised to find, which is it's an official one, and it was it came up. It's I think it's still live on Kickstarter actually, because it looks like because Kickstarter is a month, isn't it?
I have no idea. I've got to be honest.
But yeah, it's a game called Frostpunk. And they've got...
Oh right, yeah, I've seen people playing that online. So
yeah, it's
on Steam. So
yeah, it's up on the workshop as official. So it's like the basically the prototype. So it's essentially what has gone to print now. But the official Frostpunk there. And in all honesty, it was I really like the idea of Frostpunk as well. It's something you've got your steampunk, cyberpunk, diesel punk, and all that. And it's like when I heard the term Frostpunk, I was like, oh, that's interesting. I mean, I think it would actually make a really good roleplay setting, like for example, like Snowpiercer. That would obviously be considered Frostpunk. Mix some liquid food up. Yeah, I'm in that stage of sleep deprivation where 1 second everything's fully functional, and then in the next second like all like duh. But yeah, it has been 36 hours, I think. No, or would it? Yeah.
What time did you wake up in the morning?
About 8.
So, yeah, you've got to be 24 hours coming up to 30.
Yeah, because
just over 30.
Yeah, so by the time I finish, it would be because it would be at 5 o'clock. It would be 24 hours that I've been doing the stream. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Sorry. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, that's not right. No, that is right. 10 hours between 8 and 6. So it'd be 34 hours when I finish the stream. I'd have been up for 34 hours.
Right.
Yeah, so even maths is failing me at the moment. Oh, no, I did find a few other interesting things while I was exploring the workshop earlier. Did you know there was a Tetris board game?
I did not know.
Yeah, it's I'll bring it up. It's incredibly simple to play as well. There's also a Tetris card game which was really easy to pick up. But yeah, the principle of this is incredibly simple. You roll a d8. If you roll an 8, it's a re-roll. And it's basically sack. Your dice roll corresponds to the sack there, and you position your piece on your side of the board.
Okay.
And if you create a line,
Right, hang on. I'm just going to turn this round so I can see everything.
Yeah. Which side are you on? Are you on the side where your hand is?
I'm currently over there. Yeah, I
Right.
was. Now I'm just making it all readable.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's basically you roll your dice, pull the corresponding piece from the number.
Move the corresponding piece. Yeah.
Yeah, and when you create a line, you move this bar one space that way. These two blocks here are for the extremes. So, like, say you're on this side of it, you move your green block to follow it there. It only follow the blocks only follow the bar in the direction towards your opponent. Now, if you create one line, you move the bar one space. If you create two lines, you move the bar 3 spaces.
3.
If you create 3 lines, you move it 5, and if you create 4 lines, you move it 7.
Wow, that's kind of harsh.
Well, the bar's constantly moving back and forth. I mean, it doesn't mention here about the bar, I don't think. But yeah, I did try downloading like a replica of the Tomy version of the game, but I ended up with that whole issue with the models. Then I downloaded this one, and it's exactly the same. It's just not as pretty. But yeah, incredibly simple.
Well, that's the report about my yesterday's Deathwatch session gone onto Facebook.
Is that good or bad?
Well, the session went very, very interestingly. They got sent to a place to investigate some weird, probably alien tech, which may or may not have been causing hallucinations and things. They get there, they investigate the thing, they find out that it's what's known as a delirium trellis, which is basically weaponized madness landmine.
I was going to say that sounds rather chaos.
It's not. It's not chaotic. It is weaponized madness, as affects at least 100 kilometers radius landmine, assuming you set the thing off. But it's not chaotic. In fact, there's no warp signature at all in my games. I'm really, really hoping none of my players are watching this stream right this second, because I've decided these are Necron tech.
So anti-warp.
Yeah. Well, given that the Necrons have those despair cryptex, the ones that do all sorts of horrible things to people's brains.
Yeah.
I thought it was a perfectly good fit.
Well, I was going to say in the lore anyway, the race that understands the warp more than any other race, excluding obviously warp entities, are the Necrons. They understand it more than the Eldar do.
And they want none of it.
Yeah. Unless of course they happen to bring in bring the Slan in somewhere. In which case the Slan know the warp more than any other physical entity. So yeah, if I start this off, I'll probably die and probably hope if I zoomed in a little bit on that, because picking up the cards instead. In fact, actually, just bung them out of the way. So that's sack 1. So yeah, it just basically just like the Yeah, the
Play it as if you're at the end
yeah.
of the thing rather than. Rotate my camera so I can see what I'm doing more sensibly. Right, pick up the dice. Cube.
Yeah, it's a square piece at the
So
end.
just draw from the bag, and then.
Yeah, and then place it down in the.
No, I said down there.
Yeah, sometimes the pieces kind of drop a little wonky. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, sometimes they do go into place a little wonky, but could probably do with a tight dice tower.
That didn't roll. I assume you'd like me to actually roll a blooming thing.
Seeing if there is actually a dice tower component.
Right, so it did give me a 6. Just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Draw. No.
Yeah, unfortunately, there's no dice tower. I'll have to download one. No, actually, roll 4.
So why are there different colours of each thing? Do they? I assume the colours don't particularly matter.
No, the colours don't do anything. Yeah, I think it's just to, because in the actual the actual game Tetris, the different colours and or patterns. There's a square one again. That's that bag 6.
I picked the wrong thing. Back in there.
So
You can have that one I just had.
why has that gone question? Why did that question mark come up? Well, it must have been because of
Too far below the thing, perhaps?
yeah. Stop rotating. Oh, what?
I was going to say, if you put it down, I might have more luck doing it from this side. If you can get it. If I pull that, there we go.
Yeah, it's
No, 1, 2, 4. And that didn't work. Rotate.
Try again. It might be the angle that playing at the table.
Too far up.
Oh, I see what it is. It's
When you take it too far off the board, it doesn't like it.
Yeah, I think it's because something tells me that's a hand area.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so hang on. If I change my colour, if I change my colour to white, no, it's still doing it. I think. Yeah, there's a slight collision thing there. Can I make the table bigger?
Or smaller, whichever.
This is where it was working fine earlier, but I can see what it is. It's a slight hanging over slightly on one side. No, I had it working. It was actually working fine earlier.
Right. Let's see if we can get this.
Move, rotate, scale.
Come on. Come on. There we go. Oh, you sod.
Move. Yeah, so we go.
No, as soon as I let go, it goes away. You might have to put it in vertically.
Yeah, bear with me.
least it's on the field now. It's not in the right place, but
Right, so if I go move, yeah, so we go, so that's selected, and then I can move that out that way. Do the same with that one.
and now hopefully if I move this and let go, there you go.
Yeah, so we go. Yeah, just needed to move those bits.
A bit further out. Cool. Right. Roll the dice. 5? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Take a T piece. Dice is there.
Cool. Did that roll? I don't think.
Not really.
Ah,
That did. 1. Well, that's a line. Or not.
Yeah, apparently the music on this little iPod thing is meant to be reminiscent of the video game.
Not actually hearing it, I've got to be honest.
I think it's playing now. I mean, I can't actually hear it, but it's probably coming through on the stream.
I can hear it, right.
But yeah, I don't want to play.
The controls. I just want the key for rotating stuff.
It's Q and E.
Oh.
And there probably is a rotate 90 degrees. I'll just have a quick look.
I'll put the dice over there so that you're aware it's your roll.
Yeah, rotate is just Q. Yeah, it is just Q and E.
No worries.
Yeah, because I could have sworn someone rotate other. Oh, okay. Flip other axis. Yeah, because I did see one earlier for I think it was Chrissy that did it, where there was a thing for just quickly
Rotating.
well, not rotating. It was like flipping a card on another axis. But yeah, it basically rotated a card like 180 degrees. Why does it keep disappearing off of one side like that?
Because technically that's where I'm sat.
Ah, right.
Right, so that makes a line.
Yeah, so then that moves.
So I move. I'm technically green, so if I move that up 1 notch and that to meet it,
yeah,
that seems fair to me.
And
2.
so that's going to be making things difficult for myself if I do that one. So no, I will
Plonk it there.
Yeah, it's back up again.
Yeah, I'll be 2 seconds. I'm just typing a response to someone.
No worries. Oh, you piece of poop. So yeah, back in the lobby again.
Oh, motherfucker.
Yeah, so that's
Sorry about the language, everyone.
but yeah, that's
Yeah, that was interesting.
there's also a card game card game based on Tetris that I found as well. So let's just do that. Create player. Copy you first before I create it without.
Yes, remember the password.
Right. So yeah, same password as before.
Cool. On that note, I should probably grab it.
Workshop. Yeah, the Tetris card game was a weird one, to be honest. I mean, the rules. I don't know whether it was just me being sleep deprived or what. But yeah, basically, if I deal out 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and when you come in, you're going to be green, aren't you?
Probably.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and I'll just stick it on blue. Right, just want to quickly double check. So yeah, when you set it all out, yeah, that's right. Because yeah, so these cards here, these are basically for keeping score. And they go, so they show like the Tetris piece. You just arrange them in, on your thing like that.
Okay.
I've already put a stack of 10 on your tray. So
just start drawing them and.
Yeah, just flip them over and. But they're basically for keeping score. Although there is like certain cards that can allow you to like essentially swap. But yeah, I wasn't overly. I mean, anything that's on the card, as you see it in there, is irrelevant. And then you're dealt one card each, and then at the beginning of your turn, you draw a card. So you're there. Where am I based? Or am I just as a? Set me as blue. Right. So yeah, that card there goes into your hand. So yeah, you're going to want that there. And you can flip it over so that you can see it.
Now, just to check, you can't see that now because I just flipped it.
I can't see it. No, I can only see the back.
Cool.
Right, and then at the beginning of your turn, draw a card. So I draw a card there. So I plonk that down in my hand, and then what I do is I look at the bit that's on the top of the card there, and I have to.
If it would make a line on that, right?
Yeah, I have
got
to
it.
make a line with one of the cards that I've got there, so I can pick one or the other. If I can't, then I simply discard the card in the discard pile. So either way, you end up discarding the card. But it's if you manage to create a line, you get to turn one of these cards over.
Yeah.
If you don't, then you basically take a penalty, which is I think it's basically you lose 2 points every time you can't create a line. I think that's what it said.
Scoring. So the player discards a card that completes the line in the shown matrix, or discards. It looks.
There's more on the other side.
Yeah. Flip. Dropping, discard a card, penalised, and flip one back over. And then play passes to the left. Special cards.
Yeah, that's right. It's the drop 2 and drop 4 cards that forces your opponent to flip the cards. There was one card that I just
Draw.
couldn't understand what it was getting at, which is the power-up card. When I read the stuff on that, I was like,
Excuse me? What is flipping going on? Right, you flip. Sorry, the entire stack of cards just flipped over, and I have no idea why. Right, so I can, in fact, score a line here. I assume you can see why it was only one.
yep.
So, your go, I believe.
Yeah, so I draw a card. Okay. So yeah, special cards there, like there. You play it in place of.
So they basically work. They work a lot like most of the cards from Uno.
Yeah, that's, to be honest. I when I was doing the stream and looking at them earlier, I thought it reminds me quite a bit of Uno. So yeah, I play that one and
score one.
Yeah. When I was working the game, like playing the game out earlier, it's I thought, okay, yeah, this can actually be very fast paced.
Well, I'm pretty sure that I get to score 2 lines here.
Yeah, that gives you 2. And then I can also score 2 lines there, I think. Yeah, that's 2.
They would rotate, so get the line with the first red block and the line with the T block, the orange L block. So yeah. What's the keyboard command to just draw one? Because I want to stop accidentally picking up the entire flipping deck.
Where we help menu, I think it's D. No, D's pan camera. So flip F. No, just go. Check commands, modify, advanced.
Draw. There's got to be a draw somewhere. Nope, there is no keyboard command for draw, which is really annoying. Okay, let's try. There we go. Into my hand. Hopefully.
Yeah, because I know that there's like left click and you can just draw from there.
Right, I just need to check the scoring rules. And it needs to not extend out of the top of the matrix. Nuts. Cars. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'll get 3 lines out of this one.
So you got the right. Okay, so I draw one. What do I do here? Right. Choices.
Well, most lines can't be completed except the ones on the left-hand edge, so...
Yeah, so if I do that, and I flip 4.
Yeah, that's the best way to do it.
Yeah, I was more like, do I gamble on what the next card could be, because something else I've got.
Right, well, 3 to go, so... Let's get this down here so I can see what it is.
Most you can get on this one is 2.
Looks like I can get 2 though, if I'm right.
Yeah, that will rotate into it.
Yeah, that'll rotate nicely, so that's 2.
Right, so I've got 4, so...
3 to go, so...
Okay,
I think so the most lines you can
is instead of playing for that, I will make you make you flip 2 back.
Okay.
Because I wouldn't have been able to get anything there.
Oh, that's a good plan then. So, yoink. No, the most I can get is 1. So I'll have the 1.
And for me, oh, wrong button. Most I can get
Looks like the
there
most you can actually get is 1.
yeah.
That will rotate nicely. Into my hand. You too can just drop 2.
So draw.
Oh,
I mean-
flip. If you've got an L, you've won. If you've got a straight line, you've won.
Yeah, I mean, looking at the back of the cards. Oh,
Yeah, if you've got a straight line, you've won. If you've got anything else, it won't fit.
yeah. So it's, what do I right, get rid of that one and then flip one of these back. But yeah, so looking at the back of the cards, you can tell that this would have, well, even when you look at the instruction bit there, you can tell this would have come out towards the arse end of the 80s.
Mm-hmm. Guess what?
Drop 2. So is that just to one opponent, or can you distribute them between
Drop
opponents?
2. No, choose an opponent.
Yeah, so you only get to pick on one person.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's my go.
Yeah. I was about to say that was my drop 2.
Oh, you bastard. Yeah, taking the penalty.
Alright, I've had my card. Ooh, hello. I do believe I can score.
Is that 2 lines?
Technically I only complete 1 on there because you'd have to flip it upside down to get the... But it's because the lines... Because that red looks like it is a red.
Yeah,
and it
so
looks like it's an actual square. So it's either 2 or 1, and I'm not quite sure which it should be. But looking at it...
yeah, because if I just move
all the other cards in... Yeah, if you look at the ones on my scoring board, yeah, it's 1.
Yeah, it's 1 line. Yeah, because obviously you've got like loads of lines,
Yeah.
and then
But if you look at this one right here, that's currently being flipped on over and over and over, when it's on its back, it does have the bottom one free, so that one would have scored me 2 there.
yeah.
Oh well. Carry on. If you've got the other sort of L shape, that's 3 lines.
No, but what I do have is a drop,
Drop 4. Nice. Okay.
Yeah, that's a swine because there's only like one shape.
Piece that'll go.
Yeah.
No, I'll keep.
Shame that.
So I'm back down to 3. What are you on again?
I'm on 2. Okay, yeah, I can get 1 line.
Mm-hmm. Yoink. Right, let's have a proper look at this. Score 2.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's 2 lines on that.
Yeah, I was just checking that it was before I actually flipped them.
And same for me. 2 for me.
Mhm. So 5 each currently. One.
Okay, there's only really 2 things that would
Options
work
there.
Yeah.
Well, there's the one of the S shapes, the square or the T would do, and both of those, or any one of those, would get you 2. Sorry.
Yeah. What I've got won't do it.
Yoink. To hand. Let's see what this is. Oh, and you can only really get 1 on this one, can't you? Looking at the back of that. But
Yeah.
I will have the 1.
Oh, I need. Yeah, I need to get you to drop some. How many can I actually get here? 1. So yeah, if you draw the right card and you have the right thing there, yeah, most you can get here is 2.
There we go. That's my 2. So you really need to make me find a way to drop 1. See, if that had come up on my turn, I'd have been absolutely screwed.
Most I can get here is 1.
Right, let me rephrase that. With the card I have in hand. So let's see what this one gives me. Doesn't matter what the other one I drew was, because that gets me at least 1 line.
Yeah, I mean that's fairly simple. And I wouldn't mind seeing if the it's still able to get it. Or, if it's still in print.
All right, so there's my other card, just so that you can see what it was.
Yeah, my last one
Ready to
is
tuck
that.
away. Right, let's collect all these together. Unless you want to play a different game, in which case it doesn't matter tidying up.
Well, it's all virtual anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. No, it's more that if we were playing again, we could just shuffle up.
Yeah. I'm just trying to look at what else I
wonder.
managed to find.
I mean, is Risk Legacy still on the list of things they did for this, or not?
Risk Legacy?
Yeah, I used to watch a group of YouTubers streaming. Can you take the entire damn stack?
I'll just have a look. It's on that screen. Sorry, going really phlegmy.
That's fine.
So, Risk Legacy. Hang on, isn't... Yeah, there you go, Risk Legacy.
So, you know how Legacy games work? They change each game changes the board.
Yeah, it's... Yeah, because I was told... was it Betrayal Legacy? It's basically Betrayal at the House on the Hill with a few extra cards or something, but you have to destroy some of the cards.
Yeah, that's the other thing about Legacy games. They are destroy.
Yeah. I mean, is there any way of being able to do it where you don't actually destroy it, but you stick it in another box so when you actually finish the Legacy game? Or is it like, a card is actually an envelope with something else inside sort of thing?
Good question. Well presented. Don't know.
So
Damn. The Kraken table loading. Okay.
yeah, fingers crossed.
Oh, this is in fact Rift Legacy as I...
I'm on 25%. What is that rotating there? Server went
Right,
weird
given
on me
you've only
again.
got about 2 hours, we need to poke people and say, seriously, if we're playing Betrayal, we need to play it now, because it takes a while.
Yeah.
So I suggest you grab the list of who wanted.
I'm trying to remember. I think Chrissy said she was up for it. She's not online at the minute. I'm trying to remember who else. Is it Malcolm, I think? Malcolm Tucker, I think he said he was. But yeah, neither of them are online at the moment. But it's like I was saying in the stream earlier. Yeah, if the game of Betrayal goes over the 24 hours, I don't care. I've been wanting to play
That's fair.
Betrayal for months. Yeah. That was John. I think John said he might be up for it. Yeah, Scottish John. Since when have they had Space Marines in Risk?
Yes, this is a different form of Risk, isn't it? Let's be fair. Oh, It's going to let me in now. So yeah, it's a very different form of Risk. Each individual faction works differently.
Right.
So, just looking at the ones that are there, and rotating my camera so I can actually see them and read them off properly. You get... when making your maneuver... So, for example, the Saharans get to maneuver a lot more easily, whereas the Mechanica have the... If you roll double 6 for your defense, that territory cannot be attacked for the rest of the turn. Now, by rest of the turn, I assume that means every player till it comes back round to whoever tried to attack you the first time.
Yeah, because
There's all sorts of interesting rules.
Yeah, because I mean that's the thing with a lot of games, isn't it? It's the definition of turn and round.
Yeah.
Because there's
And wandering over to look at the rulebook to see if it actually defines turn or round.
yeah, because it's like there's games that I've got where you have a essentially like a round where you can end up having multiple turns within the round.
Yeah.
I think, is that right? Or is it the other way round? It's multiple rounds within a turn.
I'm just looking to see whether it gives a definition for turns and rounds.
Yeah, because I mean the other confusing one with games is phase.
Yes.
Because you can end up having like in a in a round you can end up having like 3 turns in a round, and then each turn could have like 2 or 3 phases.
Mm-hmm. Right, turns.
Or another example, Warhammer 40k.
Yeah.
Because you've got you have a turn, I have a turn, and then that's a
It's
round.
a round.
Yeah.
That's what I'm just looking for because it's not particularly convenient. Though it is rather nicely laid out that everything is there. So end of turn. Do.
Yeah, because if you were defending, I get it. No, I get it. It's just as an example. Say I'm defending Brazil, right, and you attack me from West Africa.
Right, hang on.
Okay.
Rotate the camera so I can see what I'm looking at. Yeah, with you.
Yeah, so I'm in Brazil. I'm the mechanic, whatever.
The Mechanica, yeah.
You attack me from North.
They only get one of those.
Yeah, you attack me from North Africa. Now, say you've got 6 counters in North Africa. I roll a double 6. So you attack me with 3. I can only
So I come from North Africa with 3. Yeah.
I can only defend with 2. At least
this is generally how it works.
Yeah. But I roll a double 6. Right.
And I can't attack from North Africa or Venezuela or Peru or Argentina should I have them.
Yeah. Until So you can no longer attack Brazil if I roll a double 6 until it's your turn again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I get how that works.
I think it's only it wouldn't apply to anyone else, but to be fair, if anyone else can attack you, they'll be attacking from somewhere else.
So I would say it only applies to the attacker, because until the end of the turn, whereas you have the round going round the players. So if another player does the same thing, again I roll a double 6, they can no longer attack me there. Yeah. No matter even if you've got 1,000 units in North Africa.
Yep. I have to find something else to do with them at that point.
Yeah, I mean, I've had some played some friends with Risk, and they were like really good. And I did there was one where one game I played where my friend scared the crap out of me with it because he just ripped this swath like just conquered
almost everything in an area and then ran away.
Term. But he spread himself too thin. But by doing it meant basically no one else could get their get reinforcements.
Enough resources to take him out.
Yeah. So it's like he may have lost those territories immediately in the same round, but
it meant that he had the ability to prevent anyone from really hitting him hard during that particular.
Yeah, I mean, I've had a few different versions of Risk. I've had classic Risk. I think it was the Return of the King Risk because it was one of the things.
Lord of the Rings.
I wish I had all 3, because one of the things with it is although each one behaved independent from each other,
there were only 2 that I know of.
Yeah, it was 2 towers in
I
Return
had
of the King.
The first one. Yeah. There were 2 of them. I had the first one, and I had a friend who owned the second, which is why I know there's 2.
But it was like one would be one. Although they were both independent from each other, you could use them as an expansion to each other.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've got a Rick and Morty card game that's like that as well. It's like one's each of them are independent, will function as independent games, but then you can also use them as an expansion to each other. I mean, the version of Risk I currently own is the Game of Thrones one. Which, come to think of it, in that one, each house has their own special ability in that as well.
Yeah, but if you play, as this one's a legacy version, you actually end up modifying stuff right before the first game.
Right.
Because you know how I said there were 2 powers on that Saharan card? You have to pick one of them.
Saharan card, which one was that one again?
So if you're over here where I am...
okay, yeah.
So if you look at the Saharan Republic, you've got 2 green things on it.
Yeah.
I'm currently highlighting them individually. You have to pick one of those, and that goes in... Move this bag for a second. That goes in that slot there, where my hand is.
So are those... Okay, yeah, I see. So...
back in there, I want the entire thing.
Right,
to
so
there.
in the actual box, are these is this like a sticker that you stick on it?
Yeah. And then you destroy the other sticker.
Right. So if you ever wanted to replay it, you would basically have to...
use these cards as they are.
Yeah, so without sticking
It's actually
it on
good
there.
for a... It's actually good for a... if you can get somebody to do a board games night thing on YouTube or something like that. You could play several games of this with all the same players and just watch the world change.
Yeah.
I mean, I know there's... If you come over to the other side where all the envelopes are...
Yeah.
So... This packet I'm hovering over, number 11, I know what happens when that's done.
Open when 3 missiles are used in the same combat role.
Yep.
Yeah. I've noticed a thing there. It says open when 1 person gets to sign the board for a second time.
Yeah. So if you look down the next to here, yeah. So when you win a game, you sign the board on the first available slot. And when you win a game, you get to do certain things. So everyone would show their faction, turn over their faction cards, and note whether you won, held on, or were eliminated. So if you won the game, if you didn't win but were still in the game, or if you had no troops on the board and couldn't have done anything. So you sign and date if you won, and then you either get to name a continent. If you won, you get to name a continent. Create a major city and name it.
Right.
Remove a scar, scars being permanent effects on the board that change.
Yeah.
You can change a continent bonus.
Okay.
Or you can fortify a city that already exists. Or destroy a territory card entirely. So you have to make that decision. And if you name a continent, if you are playing on this game and get the continent ever again, you pick up an extra troop. So, for example, you could rename what is Australia to Zootopia, and if you named it and you hold the entire thing, you get 1 extra reinforcement.
Right.
Every time you're playing and you hold this area. Or if you placed a major city in a place, like if I won and I decided to found a major city in India, I could name it Antoniopoulos, and then every time I wanted to, you can get extra reinforcements as long as I'm holding it.
Right. So I'm assuming the cities are these X-shaped bits.
No, right. So the cities are blue circular stickers.
Yeah.
With major cities have a 2 mark in them, and minor cities have a 1 mark in them.
And I'm assuming that's
just
the
see them,
reinforcements.
That's actually, they are worth 2 population for the purposes of working out what reinforcements you get in a turn.
Right.
So if you look between South Africa and between Africa and South America, It's got that red set of numbers and the grey set of numbers above it.
Yeah.
As I understand it, you get reinforcements equal to the grey number, dependent on how much population you have, as in the red number.
Okay.
And the cities would count 2 towards that.
Right.
Major cities.
So where you've got here, like 6 territories, 3. You've got this box next to it. What's the
6 territories up the top. So territories plus sorry, that's the reinforcements one. The other one I think might be scoring then. But oh no, it's how much stuff is worth when cards are traded in for troops. Sorry, get it right.
no. I mean, like just here, like for example, you've got
So
the.
if you look at it, if you look at the blue area, there are Russia, Scandinavia, Iceland, Great Britain, Northern, Western, and Southern Europe.
Yeah, so
7
territories, 5 reinforcements.
And it's worth 5 if you hold it. Yeah.
Yeah, but what's the slightly lighter box for?
Right. If you can see where my hand is currently.
Just looking. No, I've lost
over
it.
on the near the envelopes and the rules.
Yeah, I see it.
You can, if you win, you can permanently modify a consonant bonus.
Right. So so that's where you put a +1 or a -1 on it.
Yep.
Right. I get you.
Those sort of weird white things are where you put marks for scars so that they don't interfere with anything else.
Right.
So scars can be. Let me see if I can find a couple of scar stickers.
So would that be like
if you look at
like bombing the crap out of somewhere to turn it into a nuclear wasteland sort of thing?
That would be what happens when you open that envelope. Right, scars. Does it give a list of the scars? No, but scar. It tells you what scars do somewhere. Scar cards. Each player receives a scar card before. Players will receive a scar card before some games. This allows a player to permanently alter a territory on the board or a faction card. There should be some stickers that have scars on them, but I think they probably come with the. They come on the scar cards, probably.
Right.
So yeah, it just permanently changes the board every time you're playing it. I assume you would have to download a different version of Risk Legacy for every time you want to play with different people on a more regular basis.
Or either that, or you just save the game without overwriting the because I know that you can export.
Save without overwriting.
Yeah. So. Where is it? I found it earlier by accident, but yeah, you can. You can basically save the state of the game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I've never played a legacy game before, but I've heard of them.
Yeah.
Because it's like someone said to me that the Blackstone Fortress was a legacy game.
Never played it, so not even looked at it, so I don't know.
I just got to quickly nip to the toilet a minute. I'm back in a second.
No worries.
Oh, other way around. Back again.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I've just poked the Discord to see if anyone's paying attention.
Cool. So have another look there. So yeah, yeah, I might. Yeah, I think this here. I mean, I'll read all the rules and everything properly for it. But yeah, I think I might actually do a game of this for a
At some point.
yeah, because yeah, it could be
I've not
interesting.
downloaded it, so at least I don't think I have. So it would be a case of one of us would have to. So I'm currently running, I think, off your version.
Yeah,
So that would be how you. That would be another way to do different people, but occasionally using the same people
yeah. I mean,
by
either
having
way,
someone
like,
else download it and run it.
even if I get knocked out of the game, I would still basically, I'd still
Hang
need
around.
to be streaming it. Yeah, or not streaming it,
Yep.
but
Recording. Mm-hmm.
yeah. Although I suppose at that point I could kind of act as a referee.
Yeah. So, oh, nice. You get to. I just noticed that if you held on, but you did. So if you were still in play, you get to either name and found a minor city for extra population, or you get to upgrade a card to have more resources. Nice. Yes, there are lots of new packages, and it does all sorts of. They do all sorts of things. I like it. These will be fun.
Oh, just going to nip off a second again. 2 seconds.
No worries.
So I just had a sudden wave of nausea. So I thought, right, I best.
Not much fun.
Yeah, I thought I'd best grab a thing just in case.
Mm-hmm.
No, I think it was the burger I had yesterday that it was a microwave burger. I don't think it agreed with me. I haven't been right since. It's like every so often I keep getting like this slight pain, like right just underneath the below the solar plexus area.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the thing is I've been on a mostly vegan diet for ages, but unfortunately, try and find a microwavable vegan dinner.
Not easy. No.
Yeah, it's basically for anything vegan. You've either got to be raw or you need a kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
Has anyone got back on Discord? Are those just people online or in the group? I mean, I don't actually know who's in the. Yeah, because when it comes up, those are all people that are actually in the thing. So Rubik, if I remember, that's
I think that might be Gaz.
yeah. I was going to say that's Gaz. I was going to say his one. It's always. I never actually really see him online. It's always the moon symbol.
Yeah.
Much it gets confusing sometimes with gamer tags and Discord names because I look at them and go, "Who are you?" Oh yeah, no, that's I know that is Amy. Actually, she might be because she's playing World of Warcraft at the moment. But I'm just like trying to think. Where's my Steam? Oh no, I didn't want you opening on that side, but at least who's online on Steam? Yeah, online but away. So, yeah. And Chrissy was about briefly a few hours ago, but there's no messages in YouTube. None on Facebook at the moment. So going through like who's online on Facebook at the moment. So trying to think of who's on here who has a PC
And
basically.
Who wants in?
Oh, excuse me. Oh right, yeah, Amy can't because she's streaming herself at the moment. Okay. I don't think so. Most of them they don't have PCs. Kren's online. Could ask Kren.
Yeah, see who might want to play.
Oh wow! I just know Kren's got a friend down in Plymouth called Laura Rodolfo. She's absolutely nothing to do with the LARP community, and apparently, she's friends with Kren.
Yeah, minimum players of 3.
Okay, because I'm pretty sure that Kren is a PC gamer.
But it's probably worth flipping over at Betrayal, because I think everyone who you've chatted to has said they were interested, and we just need to wait for people to notice.
Yeah. Ben's into board games, isn't he?
No idea who's into.
Yeah, because I mean that's the thing. I know he's into board games, but I don't know whether he's into PC gaming. I mean, the thing I really know he's into is books. I mean, I've seen some of the books he's got. I do kind of envy his library, not because of the amount of books, but the aesthetic of the books he's got. Yeah, it's like you have people who have a collection of books and various paperbacks and hardbacks and stuff, and then you have Ben's collection of books, where they look like a gentleman's library, if you know what I mean. He's got some books there that some of them must be worth a fortune. It feels a bit like trap wind there. And it's like every so often it's that'll probably clear up once I've had a sleep. There's sleep deprivation does all sorts of weird things to your body. I mean, something else I found as well. I'll load this one up. I haven't actually seen if it loads yet. But because earlier on we played Pandemic, and what it was being described to me is I said,
yeah, so
is it basically the reverse of Plague Inc? So I mean, I've never actually seen the game, the board game.
And the answer is basically yes.
I mean,
right, Chrissy just gotten back to me. She'll be at least half an hour trying to return the Hoover to a functioning state.
Yeah, no, that's no problem. Like I said, if we're having a game of Betrayal and we go over, yeah, I'm fine with that. I'm just curious what the board and everything looks like, because I mean, this is another game that I really want to play as well.
Plague Inc.
Yeah.
How many players does this need?
I have no idea. I don't know what the rules or anything are.
No.
I need to...
How many? Right. Do you say on the box? I'm doing that whole. Can you see on the box how many players it needs?
It's still downloaded on my end, 80%. Well, hang on, rule books.
Where are the rules?
Still loading
Yeah.
for me.
That's fine. I will have a quick nosy at those rules and see how many players we actually need.
I didn't expect it to come out so
Each player is a different. Where's the?
Oh, there we go. It's
Down there. Next page, please.
Okay, not suitable for 3-year-olds. Oh, interesting. 1 to 4 players, so you can play it solo.
Yeah, because I knew it was going to be at least up to. You could get at least 4 players in. Because you each take a different sort of creature, different colour, I assume, and then you work to be the most effective. Wow, your ping.
Yeah, I mean,
not quite as bad as it was earlier.
But yeah, so yeah,
Right.
it can be. What I didn't realise that. I thought you'd need multiple players. So I imagine that there's probably a few different modes to it as well, like because there is in the
Mm,
actual PC version of the game. There's a versus mode and a co-op mode.
mm.
So
Right. I'm going to let you read the rules, and you can explain it to me when I come back. I'm making a swift trip.
it's at the minute the way my brain is I'm having difficulty absorbing rules. So it's one of the ones I was going to have a look at after I've had a sleep. I most definitely did not start streaming 28 minutes ago. Yeah, that's more like how long I've been on since it dropped out 2 hours ago. YouTube isn't updating the stream information. I most definitely did not start streaming 28 minutes ago. Yeah, what's that? Oh, I've still got that not muted. Yeah. Apologise, so there's probably been an echo there. I didn't realise that that wasn't muted. Okay, so setting up is, well, it's already set up. So I'm guessing that one player mode is okay. What was it to look at it again? So then there. I've forgotten how to turn pages. Because I know there is a thing for turning pages. What have I done? Ah, right, okay, it is state for the page. is there a control for that then? Is it next to
And
no
I'm back.
state? I'm sure there's more button controls than what's listed here. I'm pretty sure that this is like the basics.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's got to be a control for, you know, quickly changing the page. I mean, at the moment though, I'd need to sleep to be able to absorb any more
Right,
rules than
okay,
that.
I'm going to play with the rules and a quick look at the rules. So, place the board, set up, shuffle the trait cards, deal a hand of 5 to each.
So which one's that? The
Shuffle
trait
event.
cards.
Yeah. So, if you decide you want to pick, so you're going to be blue then, and I'll play or do you want to be purple?
I'm already blue at the minute.
Right, I'll switch colour then, because otherwise I'm going to end up...
I've already
Menu.
dealt to green, I think.
Yeah, but there's no green thing, so I'm just going to move to a different colour that
Right.
is...
Okay.
Hopefully, well, as soon as I remember how to do it...
Oh, hang on. Is some of these not?
Change colour, there we are. If I make myself...
Why is some of these not? www image error, unknown error. Oh God. Yeah, we have a
Has it
problem.
broken? Has it broken?
Yeah.
Oh, nuts. And if I sort of place myself so that I can see the red, because I've got sight of everything. I've got to be honest.
Yeah, it's done the thing for me again. Like 3 of the cards that I've got here are blank.
Oh, flip. Right. In that case, shall we set up for betrayal, and that way,
We're all
when
ready
people
to
are
go.
free, we're ready to go.
Yeah, because that loads up perfectly. I've had no problem with that.
Fair enough.
So I'm going to already select my colour.
Mm-hmm.
No. Oh, right, yeah, we go. So. Is it usually? I think it's Lady Vostra that I tend to.
Well, I will roll it and see what I get.
Right.
It's come up as yellow with Missy, so if I play as yellow.
Hang on. What? Why are the counters on the wrong numbers?
Hmm?
Because I'm sure that the. Oh, I see why. Yeah, it's yeah. So you might have to move the counters for the character on the flip side.
Well, I'm not having to flip it as it happens, so it's fine. Missy DeVord was the face that was up when I
Yeah. So yeah,
moved over.
we'll have to let everyone else know that, like, you know, to make sure if they
You'll
end up
need
flipping
to
the
check
character,
your card, yeah.
is check the counters on it because it.
Right, let's move people off who aren't actually here yet. Where's green? And blue. And white.
I'm looking at the table and I'm there thinking, is it big enough?
It might not be, but it might be. It depends how big things get before we manage to unleash the
Yeah, 'cause,
horrors.
I was going to say worst case scenario is I'm pretty sure. Well, we could probably
You can expand the table
yeah. Out of
and move things
curiosity,
around
yeah, I
as
can't
need
put it
be.
underneath the table. I was going to see if I could put it underneath, but no, I think yeah, worst case scenario, I think the table can be expanded, but I'm not entirely sure how to do that. Zone. No. Without, just out of curiosity, can I add? Yeah, because that'll be custom rectangle. Oh,
There.
sorry.
That's a lot smaller.
Yeah, so no, I was just curious for that.
Where's... Oh, all the red gear's gone there. Can we make the table a bit bigger?
Yeah, I'm playing around with the thing to try and work it out. Options. Okay, objects. Saved objects. No. Components. No. Tables.
Yes, that sounds likely.
Custom square.
So set it to the biggest you can get it.
That's what I was.
Or reset it to what it was and we'll work from there.
Ow.
I think restarting this might be the best option at this point.
Well, I was going to say I may as well play around with it, and because starting from scratch is easy enough. All I've got to do is just reload it. So
True. I'm going to remind myself of the rules. Turn that the other way around. So this is the Widow's Walk rules, which are the expansion. So I'm just going to...
yeah. So the main rules, obviously, yeah, you've got your base rules. The Widow's Walk rules is all that is just an extension to the Traitor's Tome and Secrets of Survival. Plus, you've got the roof bit, which
yeah,
it's if I remember right, you can place upper floor in the same floor as roof as well.